I'd like to talk about this interesting notification that I just got through my mobile telephone. It's from Vinted, and it's all about UK/US international sales.
Fight for your life.
I think this is going to be a game changer. Let's read through just exactly what Vinted have to say for themselves.
Who you gonna call? Ants Attic. Yeah.
So, UK/US international sales. Shop and sell, awesome, internationally with peace of mind. Buying and selling with the US is as simple as shopping locally. Here are the key details. Buyers are covered under our buyer protection and refund policy. Buyers can purchase using the Buy Now button and use our integrated shipping options. There are no extra steps when you trade internationally. Even the customs process is handled for you. Simple. To make this launch stage even smoother and hassle-free, Vinted will cover the import VAT for international transactions for now. I guess that's good. Well, no, that is good, but I wonder how much of an impact that's going to have off prices and stuff. International shipping usually takes 5 to 8 business days, so that's quick as well. That's by airmail. That's not on the boats, which is significantly slower, up to 30 days. Or beyond sometimes. So the shipping and customs process. International shipping is as simple as domestic. We will handle the shipping. Buyers will be able to use our integrated shipping options with tracking. There are no extra steps when you trade internationally. Even the customs process is handled for you. Incredible. Fees and taxes. When making international purchases on Vinted, the same buyer protection fee applies as for domestic transactions. To make this launch stage even smoother and hassle-free, Vinted will cover the import VAT for international transactions for now. I feel like they've just repeated something they said earlier. Yeah. What can be bought and sold? Most items allowed on Vinted can be sold between the UK and the US. However, certain items may not be eligible for international orders. Only items weighing 2 kilograms or less can be bought or sold between the UK and the US. Well, that's great because most of my clothes do weigh less than 2 kilos, and a lot of the clothes I get are they're normal apparel in America, or more common apparel in America than they are over here. For example, Coach jackets. I bought a box of 50 of them and kept the good ones. The ones that they've got sort of unique branding or premium branding. Here in the UK, Coach jackets just aren't a thing, and there's not really a market for them. Maybe a really niche hardcore of people that I really like Coach. I like Americana, and I've got something to wear them for, something like that. Refunds and returns. Just like buying domestically, when you make an international purchase using the Buy It Now button, you're covered by our buyer protection and refund policy. This means you can get a refund if your item is lost, damaged in transit, or significantly not as described. The refund policy doesn't cover items that don't fit or don't suit you. You can still talk to your seller about a return, but they can decide whether to accept a return or not. That's pretty standard for peer-to-peer selling. If you're not selling as a business or a pro user, then you can just say, I'm sorry, that doesn't fit you. You had the measurements, you had the sizing on the listing. That's on you. If it doesn't fit you, sorry. Purchase methods. Purchases between the UK and the US cannot be made using Vinted Balance. Okay, so the funds have to come from a card, or a debit or credit card, Apple Pay, Google Pay. They'll be available at the checkout. Earnings from international sales are added to the seller's Vinted balance in their local currency and can be withdrawn as usual. Okay, cool. Currency conversion, because obviously I ain't buying no dollars just to buy your American clothes. Buyers pay in their local currency and sellers receive earnings in their local currency. When using the Buy It Now button to purchase, our payment service provider handles the payment and currency conversion. The exchange rate displayed at the checkout is locked upon payment. Our payment provider applies a 1.2% currency conversion fee, which I think that's all right, isn't it? To US dollars, to GBP, vice versa, which is included in the conversion rate provided at the checkout. The total cost is clearly displayed before completing the purchase. Well, that's handy. International connection eligibility. Try saying that with a mouthful of noodles. We're gradually rolling out the connection between the UK and the US. We plan to expand this coverage in the future. Members included in the connection will have access to both domestic and international items. Currently, there is no option to disable or filter out international listings. So, by the looks of this, when you search for something, all of the results will come from both the UK and the US. And if you want to see where someone is from, you're going to have to click their profile. We believe international connections offer a great experience. It connects more buyers with a wider variety of unique items. I completely agree there. This is nothing but a positive from Vinted. Remember, as a buyer, you always have control over who you trade with. Before making an offer or purchase, you can easily check the seller's country and reviews. To find a member's country, simply press on their profile and it will be listed there. Yeah, there you go. See, told you. See, I should work for Vinted. So there you go. That's the Vinted update. Look at that. I've made myself some noodles for lunch, and I got so excited by that notification, I felt I had to share it with you before even getting down to chow, which I'm going to do now. What do you think about this? Good idea, bad idea? Oh, come on, it's a good idea. And I think this is... do you know, I was thinking about this last night as I was laying in bed, drifting off to sleep. Vinted could really accelerate the rate at which they're overtaking eBay. eBay is the juggernaut. It's the giant in the online selling space. However, numbers are dropping because eBay are making poor business decisions, or more specifically, poor customer service decisions. Their business decisions are probably great. If you look at their stock price, the investors are probably like, yeah, sweet, pay me a dividend, keep going, stock price goes up, I get a little dividend. But the reality is the people that are using eBay to buy and sell, they're finding their user experience is getting poorer and poorer and poorer. And in the last 12 months, it feels like it's gone off a cliff. The rapid decline at which eBay's customer service and how you use their site is really dropped off. And you ask anyone that sells, especially on eBay, feel like you've been squeezed at every single opportunity. Vinted, on the other hand, go, yo, this is the price. This is what you'll get. This is what it costs. Pum. If you want to boost, you can do. It's going to cost you this. eBay, very sly. Start at 1%. You know what? No, that's not enough. We'll go with 2% minimum. And you can boost your items all the way up to 100% of its value. I think you can even promote it over 100%, which would not make sense. Why would you do that? After the normal fees and after the cost to post it, you'd make a loss on an item. Why would you do that? Why would eBay give you the option to do that unless they wanted people, naive people, to make mistakes, and they can just say, oh, it was in the terms and conditions, you should have read that before making your mistake. And it just feels like that's what eBay's doing at the moment. Listen, my noodles are getting cold. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Very few comments on my videos, but I think this might be the first one up on YouTube with this news. So maybe if this is your first time watching me, I'm a little bit, but I'm a very good reseller, so follow me for more, or don't. I don't care, really. I just kind of do this to... Why do I do this? Anyway, thanks for watching. See you on the next video, or not. Who knows?
Do it! Just do it!